Welcome to the Thunder Report on Sunday Sports Talk Live. Myself, Ricky Widmer, will be joined via the phone line with Windy City Thunderbolts shortstop Chris Wade. And Chris, let's jump right into the interview. First question I got for it is kind of a fun one I like to ask. It's basically, when you were a little kid playing baseball, who did you look up to?
Well, actually, it's not going to be probably any famous player. I had a cousin. His name is Andy Green, actually. I'm from Kentucky, and he played at the University of Kentucky. He's about 10 years older than me. So I grew up going to a lot of his games and watching him play. He's a middle infielder, kind of same position as I am. So kind of the same type of player I am, just scrappy, and he just plays the game hard and plays the game the right way. So I just kind of tried to watch what he did and play the game after him.
I couldn't really say it any better myself, Chris. Just by looking at your stats, I mean, you have a high 390 average, and you lead the team in doubles. So next question I'm basically going to ask you is, what goes through your mind when you step up to the plate right before you're about to face a pitcher?
Well, I think you just have to get in the right mind frame when you're on deck and stuff, and you're only going to hit really probably four or five times at most during the game, and you just really want to get up there and battle. And I think when I first get up there, if the count's, I'm looking for a pitch I can hit hard. But if it gets later in the count and I'm down the count, just try to, not go down easy and just battle and make the pitcher have a tough out.
Another thing, Chris, that one might notice when they look at the stat sheet is that the Thunderbolts are still without a home run. But you guys are still winning. You guys are scoring. You're blowing teams out in some cases. So do you guys really need the long ball, or is it the idea of playing small ball instead of long ball?
For me personally, I'm not a home run hitter, more of a doubles and hitter like that. But as a team, I wouldn't say we have the most power. Obviously, I'll say a few guys that can go on that'll hit some, but more importantly, just kind of playing small ball a lot of times. We have a lot of guys that can hit for a high average and swing it well. We have a lot of really good hitters, not necessarily power, but just kind of just go off that and work that way and play small out with a bunch and runs and things like that.
If you're just joining us, I am talking to Chris Wade, the shortstop of your Windy City Thunderbolts. And based on your stats, Chris, you live the small ball because you lead the team in doubles and you currently sit third overall in the Frontier League for average with a 390 average. How does it feel to be in the top three in the Frontier League in average this young into the season?
That's great. I just every day you just come out, and baseball is a game over long. You got to be mentally tough, and it's tough physically, but more so in your mind. I feel like you have to get that part of it right, and just learning this is probably my third professional season, so learning how to just come out every day and work hard and do the best you can with it that way. But yeah, averages, that's what I pride myself on. I want to be able to hit for a good average. So it's early on in the season, but hopefully that continues.
Well, Chris, now let's turn to a more team-focused question. The one thing I've noticed about the Thunderbolts is that it just seems like you guys are allergic to the sweep. The first series, you guys opened up the year against the Lake Erie Crushers. You go up big with demanding wins, up 2-0, and then you lose the third one. The second series, you went up 2-0 on the Joliet Slammers and then lost the third one. And then the last time you played the Evansville Otters here in Windy City, you go up 2-0 and then lose the third one. So basically what I'm getting at, Chris, is what do the Bolts need to do differently to finally sweep a club this year?
Well, I feel like, that's what we want to do. We go into every game wanting to win it, obviously, and we played well this season. I feel like, yeah, like you said, we've gone in and won the first two and then come out on the third day and kind of, I don't know if it's just maybe letting up in your mind, or letting up because you've won the first two and you already have won the series, but I think you just got to come out and with the same mindset you have the first couple games and just play hard, and then I feel like it'll take care of itself.
Well, Chris, on WCThunderbolts.com, it says that you were drafted in the 2009 MLB draft by the Florida Marlins and have played some single-A ball for them. Are there any differences between playing against the competition of the Frontier League compared to the competition of the single-A ball when you were with the Marlins?
I wouldn't say it's much different, honestly. I think there's a lot. Coming from affiliated ball to indie ball, it's I'm happy to have the opportunity to play, and obviously trying to work hard and get back to. Want to get picked up and want to go back to affiliated ball. But I'm having a great time with Windy City. It's everything. It's been much better than I expected, and it's been great. But I feel like as I get in here, you can see there's a lot of guys that can play baseball, and it's just. It's not much different. It's just the guys that get. There's only a certain number of spots, obviously, to play affiliated ball, and there's a lot of guys that want to play. So, I feel like it's not too much different, honestly.
Well, Chris, I got two more questions for you. One relating to the Thunderbolts and one relating to non-baseball altogether. The last Thunderbolts-related question has to deal with you guys play the rubber match tonight against the Evansville Otters in Evansville. What is kind of going through the team's head to get the W and win the series 2-1?
Well, I feel like we had last night, as you probably know, we went to 11. We went to extra innings, 1 in 11 innings. We were up by 4, and they ended up tying it. But we came back, and I liked our resolve as far as players and not quitting because we were up, and then they tied. They tied it and came back in like the 9th and tied it 6-all, and we won it 8-6 in the 11th. So I feel like that's a good momentum heading into the day. I feel like we just had to stay down, play our game, and play tough, and I think we'll be fine.
Well, it kind of reminds me of the last time you played the Otters here in Windy City. You guys grabbed a lead 4-1. They tied it up 4-4. You grab another lead 5-4. Then right before the rain delay, they take the lead 8-5, and it just seems like, is it going to just be scrappy baseball through and through?
Yeah, I believe that. We have, I think Todd Privett's throwing for us tonight. He's thrown well all season, so I have confidence in him. And we swung it a lot better yesterday than we did 2 days ago. So I have confidence we'll swing it well tonight, and I think we'll be good.
And then, Chris, the last non-baseball related question I have for you actually has to deal with the NBA. You are following the finals, am I correct?
Oh, yes, I have actually.
Well, basically, I'm just going to come out and say it, Chris. Which team did you got winning the finals? The Miami Heat or the Dallas Mavericks?
I'm going to go with the Heat, honestly. I don't know how I'm going to make that people happy with them beating Chicago, but I think LeBron and D-Wade will pull it out in the end.
Well, Chris, that's all the questions I got for you this evening. I want to thank you again for doing this interview with Sunday Sports Talk Live. Go out there, play a great game, and get the W against the Otters.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Stay tuned to Sunday Sports Talk Live as part 2 of the Thunder Report coming up next. Myself and AJ Big Poppy will be breaking down the action of the Thunderbolts this week and bringing you much, much more from the world of sports. Stay tuned. Sunday Sports Talk Live only on WXAV 88.3 FM and WXAV.com. The X.